Have you heard of Hillary Clinton's embarrassing legal defeat against Kim Kardashian? Hey, I'm your host Bridget Shields, and let's get straight into the story because this one is crazy. In an interesting turn of events, Hillary Clinton, the former Secretary of State and presidential candidate, lost a head-to-head legal knowledge quiz to none other than Kim Kardashian. It's really something that has to be seen to be believed, but it's clear that Kim is not just all talk when it comes to her law aspirations. The reality TV megastar actually managed to beat Clinton, who is herself a former lawyer, with a stifling win of 11-4. Prior to becoming First Lady in 1993 and later Secretary of State in 2009, Hillary Clinton was actually a practicing lawyer and a partner at a law firm, having earned a Doctor of Law from Yale Law School in 1973. The quiz took place during an episode of the former First Lady's upcoming Gutsy documentary, which she co-hosts with her daughter Chelsea. The round of questions covered a variety of legal topics, including the use of deadly force when a claim of self-defense is permissible, and the difference between extortion and robbery. Chelsea asked the contestants the first question: under what circumstances may one use deadly force to defend themselves? But it was pretty obvious that Kim had it in the bag when she confidently pressed the buzzer and answered, when one is being faced with deadly force themselves or believes deadly force is imminent. The scoreboard then showed her winning her first ever point against Clinton, which would eventually result in a devastating loss for the former US presidential candidate. The clip is actually quite hilarious because you can see her growing more and more exasperated each time Kim presses the buzzer, and by the end, the scoreboard shows 11-4 in her favor. Clinton was later interviewed by People magazine and admitted that the defeat was heartbreaking, but Chelsea wasn't too hard on her mother and decided to give her the benefit of the doubt, saying, "I think she also needs to work on her reaction time. Sometimes I could see my mom knew what the answer was, but she wouldn't hit the buzzer in time." Despite losing big time, Hilary had nothing but praise for Kim Kardashian, saying, "Well, I was also really intrigued by how well she did. I wanted to, put the spotlight on her, not that she needs it, but she worked really hard." And when the interviewer asked if she let the reality star win on purpose, she said, "No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. It was more the reaction time. I think that Kim has an unfair advantage," to which Chelsea says that Kim has studied more recently than you, but she maintains that her mother made a good effort. So it's official, Kim has more knowledge of US law than Hillary Clinton, although it's likely that she's just more brushed up on it, having studied recently. Not only that, but she won the game while looking like a girl boss, whatever that means. She was wearing a leather coat and matching gloves while she mopped the floor with the competition. In the episode, Kardashian admits that after her first year of legal study through an apprenticeship with a San Francisco law firm, that she passed what's known as a baby bar exam, and it was really tough on her. In fact, it took her 3 tries. But it was all worth it in the end, as she says, "My kids were there every time I opened the results, and so they'd see me cry. And the last time they saw me cry the best tears of happiness that I did it." Since around 2010, Kim has surprised everyone by using her huge platform to advocate for criminal justice reform. And in 2018, she successfully campaigned for the commutation of the life sentence of Chris Young for the non-violent offense of possession. She also advocated for Alice Marie Johnson, a woman who received a life sentence for a first-time offense involving illicit substances. More recently, she's also advocated for the compassionate release of Eli Torres, who was the father of one of the victims of a Texas school tragedy involving firearms. Torres was in prison at the time of the horrific incident, but he was not allowed to attend the funeral of his daughter, 10-year-old Eliana Cruz Torres, who was among the 19 children whose lives were taken on that fateful day. Many people now believe that if Kim Kardashian succeeds in her aspirations to become a lawyer, she would be following in her father's footsteps, Robert, who was a renowned attorney and famously defended O.J. Simpson in his 1995 murder trial. So let's hope she achieves her dream, because it could mean some serious character development for the celebrity that everyone loves to hate. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.